And welcome everybody to the Daily Download. Episode 130. Today is 22222.
It is. Wow.
Yes, it's 22222. I'm Boca Ben sans beard, and this is my co-host.
Melanie Artemis League.
And we are here to every day dish out the daily news stories from the esports and gaming industries. So we got Mondays are always or Tuesdays are always kind of slow days, but we got pretty good news. Let's. Oh, before we kick it off, we definitely have to mention that this episode and all of the others and many great shows are available to watch at ritualmotion.com. And I want to highlight March 2nd. We have a very, very big Creators on the Block conference. It's a full day, tons of amazing keynote speakers and everything. So check that out. And of course, the news that we're reporting on is from rexopportunity.com. You can subscribe to the daily download and get all the stories that we are talking about and many more directly in your inbox every day. With that out of the way, let's roll.
Let's roll. All right. First one. Wonder Gaming announces closing the final tranche. I hope I pronounced that
Tron.
correctly. Of non-brokered private placement of units, raising an aggregate of $10 million.
Yeah, it's an amazing feat. Anytime you close numbers in the eight figures, that's very impressive. And yeah, it's a great team at Wonder Gaming, and they're really sort of industry leaders now in loyalty rewards, NFT marketplace, and a lot of other things. So that's a pretty grisly closing that they just did.
Yeah. Next one is Intema closes live stream acquisition. So they have satisfied outstanding conditions for the release of escrowed funds from the corporation's previously announced. Ooh, that's a lot of money. 10 million. Making
Oh,
sure I'm doing my math right.
yep. There's a theme here. We got back-to-back $10 million deals.
Yeah.
Um,
Go ahead, take it away. This one you are closer to.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, this is great news. It was announced late Friday, but it wasn't. We didn't have a show to report it for. So
We do have a show. You just don't show up on Fridays.
that's true, and it was after the bell, so
Okay, I'll give
you
you
guys
that
would have missed it anyway. But yes, so they did close on live stream, aka Loot.bet, which is an awesome betting platform, which now has a Isle of Man bet gambling license. And yeah, this is definitely the centerpiece, for Intema Solutions, which is going to be renamed very shortly, and publicly you'll hear the new name, and that's something that I'm going to be definitely a part of moving forward. So it's a great.
Methinks you know the name already.
I think I do. I do know the name.
Good
Yes,
job
I
keeping it in.
I do know the name. Yeah, it's a good name. It's a very good name. And what else was I good?
Welcome, Ben Enterprises.
Yeah, Spoka Ben Gaming. That's
There
going to
we
be
go.
the new name.
Heard it
Uh,
here first on the daily download.
exactly. And oh, stock ticker. I should mention ITM.V is the stock ticker for Intema.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to keep with the companies. We were pleased with the company announcements today. So, TGS Esports to enter reverse takeover by media company. So, they've entered into a non binding letter of intent dated February 16th with respect to a potential business combination with certain subsidiaries of an arm's length entertainment, travel, and media company, the Media Co., which would result in a reverse takeover of the company by shareholders of Media Co. That was a long sentence.
Yes, a lot of complicated legalese and corporate public market lingo, but I just want to say last week I brought this story to everyone's attention that they halted the stock voluntarily, knowing that I didn't know, but having a
Sure.
good indication that there would be a big announcement. So yeah, this is cool. There's not really a ton of information on Media Co and what it is, but I think it's great for the gaming stadium, and the additional capitalization, will be great for the company. So they are also one of the other esports companies that are listed in Canada. Ticker is TGS.V, and happy that they got that RTO announced.
Awesome. Moving on now to legal of like different sorts, I guess. The SEC widens investigation into Activision Blizzard's misconduct handling. So the federal investigators have widened a probe into AB's leadership, dealt with misconduct claims at the firm, according to a report from Wall Street Journal. Ooh, we're getting the Wall Street Journal involved. Watch out, world. So they report that the Securities and Exchange Commission has subpoenaed multiple company directors to find out more information regarding the company's response to workplace issues. And this is on top of it being filed suit last year with the California's Department of Fair Employment and Housing. Whew.
Yeah, it just goes to show that I think we thought this might have been over,
Mhm.
that a settlement had been reached, but it hasn't. Now there's another division of the U.S. government that is going to look into it, the SEC, and obviously this is all related to, or triggered, related to the Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard. And is this a good thing, bad thing? Kind of a good thing. I think when there was, what was it? They announced that there was they announced a settlement, but a lot of people didn't feel that there was justice or restitution or
Mhm.
something like that. So maybe this widened investigation will shed some light on potentially some ways to fix it and to
Yeah.
sort of compensate the people that have been affected by this.
Yeah, and some of the biggest call outs that I've noticed is that Bobby Kotick was still in, leadership. And like there's just a Twitter that you can follow that's like, yep, he's still there every day. So
Yeah, it
it'll be interesting if we can I'm not part of it, but watching from afar, if they can kind of get that figured out and maybe get him removed so he's not rude to employees. Rude is kind of a gentle way to say it.
you know what? Here's where it's like kind of a lose lose, is because if he is fired by the board or whatever it is, he's likely going to leave with a, wait, let me count the zeros, nine-figure
Yeah.
exit bonus. And so that might sort of, add some fuel to the flames, like fan the flames a little bit. People might be more upset if Bobby Kotick leaves with a hundred and something plus $1 million
Oh yeah.
golden parachute. So I don't know. Maybe the board is thinking that it might be worse to terminate him. Maybe he fades away in the sunset with the Microsoft closing the deal or something like that. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't know. It's a tough decision.
Yeah. Well, even with the Microsoft deal, there are whistleblowers about how much money he was going to make off of it. So it's kind of a bummer that he's just going to pocket it and, employees just have to suffer through it.
He's going to be the big winner, however it shakes out. He's going
Yeah.
to walk away. Yeah.
Wah, wah. Thanks, capitalism. All right. Moving on to our last story of the day. NC State receives 16 million. They didn't have to do all the zeros, so I knew just it was million.
8. Yeah.
16 million to build an esports facility on campus. What's really cool about this is a grant from the state government to establish esports facilities on campus. About 12 million will be allotted towards an on-campus esports arena, while 4 million will be going to a mobile gaming center or esports truck, which I don't know, that fascinates me. I'm really excited to see what that's going. This was reported through their newspaper, the NC State's student newspaper, and they're hoping that that this arena will offer hands-on learning experiences in computer science and game design, and get more kids to go to school there that are interested in esports and gaming.
Yeah. I was gonna make a joke about the truck. That I'm afraid to support the truck because of the Canadian government might freeze my assets if I'm supporting anything that might resemble a truck or anything driving towards a border. But yeah, this is awesome. If you're starting out, or even as an established business in the industry, like, to me, it's a no-brainer. Everyone needs to move their company to North Carolina. Like what they're doing, um, in terms of giving out, grants and subsidies and tax credits, and how they're supporting the esports industry is unbelievable. Like, to me, this is a no-brainer. This is the best place, to move your esports company, and that's great for North Carolina State University, which is in Raleigh, different from the one UNC in Chapel Hill. Yeah, that's great for the students, and they've tried the truck before. Like, Allied was going to do the truck, and it hasn't really succeeded. So I think it's good that someone else is going to give it a shot.
Yeah, I don't think of the Canadian truckers. I think of like being kidnapped. I'm like, let's not kidnap people in esports trucks. Don't make it like a white van, please.
Yeah, exactly. I think that
Um,
it's a bit like, I've seen this sort of prototype for the Allied truck, and it was
mhm.
unbelievable. Like, and the idea is so cool. You can bring it to football games and baseball games and park it and run events, but
Hmm.
just no one has really been able to pull it off.
Is it because of the internet? Like, I feel like you would struggle getting decent internet, and then you'd lag, and then everybody just gets mean and toxic.
Yes, that's for sure what I thought as well. I mean, you
Yeah,
could do, like LAN, you could just keep it LAN, or I don't know how you're going to plug in, but yeah, I think
yeah,
also the issue is, you're going to want to stream all these events. So
that's a lot.
maybe they must have found a way. I don't know.
Maybe
It
we'll
must it, it
see.
must have its own dedicated line somehow. Like, there's no way it has to rely on connecting to wherever it drives to.
Yeah, I'm curious now. Now I'm gonna go start like researching it in all my
Well,
spare time.
if you are from North Carolina State University and you have any knowledge about what the truck can do, we'd love to know. We'd love to have you on. We'd love to have you on
Yeah,
the guild to talk about your university's esports program, which sounds like it kicks ass.
yeah. So hopefully they'll start winning and getting good players. I'm assuming that's the goal, and hopefully they start doing scholarships too. I'm a huge fan of giving it back to incoming students as well. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
well, that's it. That was the last story for today.
That's the show. It's, a little slow, but still a lot of good news. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and definitely don't forget to check out ritualmotion.com, see all the episodes, and we will be back online on LinkedIn on Thursday, I
Hmm.
believe, right?
Yeah,
And you
I'll
will
be
be
back
back
tomorrow on the
tomorrow
guild. Yeah.
on the guild. Okay.
So, and then Friday as well. We do have a couple comments. Somebody was asking, does the game check? It does that, and then that a game check sounds great because their computer just died. So they just pull up and start playing games. So thanks for the comments, everyone. You can shout out at the Rex Daily Download using hashtag Rex Daily Download and let us know your thoughts about gaming trucks and any of these companies. And then make sure you get the email so that you can read all of the headlines without us.
Very good plug.
All right. That's it for today.
Have a great day, everybody.